people who want to make films about Rwanda. I've always been curious about how they stick on the action, on the genocide itself, with bombs and it's intrigue and people running around, and I'm like, yeah, that's good, but the aftermath, because you talk to people, if you take your time and talk to people and listen to them, and that's when you notice how scarred their hearts are. During the genocide, I wasn't there. I wasn't with my family. We talked over the phone for a few times in the first weeks of the genocide, but because the lines were not cut yet, and I could hear the bombs, and I could hear that they were panicked. When the lines were cut, like that was it. There were no letters or anything. Yeah, so I was left on my own, just thinking and creating all these. Think about all these scenarios. I'd see every woman on the street. I'd be like, maybe she was raped, maybe my sister was raped, maybe my mom was raped. But I wouldn't ask them. I wasn't there to ask them. I wasn't there. There's something so important in their lives that I didn't share with them. And so the discussion about that particular moment in their lives, it's just it's impossible. Rwanda is a very small country, 11 million people, packed like sardines. It's very hard because you have to live with people who decimated your family. Sometimes you see them like as your neighbor, and you see them all the time. How can you be prepared to accept that? And as a filmmaker, if I make a film and if people like it, and if it creates debate or if it creates discussion between people who didn't know about this issue and some who lived that issue, it's important. If Wycliffe makes a song, or if any other musician makes a song about something, and it awakens 3 or 5 people or 10,000, it's so important. Like because those two are going to speak to, they're going to talk to others about some issues that are important to other people, and I think we live on the same planet. We have a common destiny. What happens here will affect you in some way. I get slightly irritated, I have to be honest, when I speak to someone who asked me if the genocide was in my country was 5 years ago, or if Mandela was released in 2005. Or see, I mean, like, what happened? How come you're not aware of these important things? I know you don't have to. I mean, who asked you to? But it's terrible because when the Kurt Cobain died on the 5th of April, and then the genocide started on the 6th. I mean, like, it's Kurt Cobain. You don't compete with Kurt Cobain when it comes to American youth. So being able to address them is an important thing to me.